Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So now in this video we are going to see protocol extension, how we can create protocol extension, how we can implement default implementation to protocol methods. So let's move to the Xcode. So I'm using the same function and same protocol that we used for the previous video. So here we are going to see extensions extension and in extension how we can give like default implementation and how to create optional. So I'm using same protocol. So here let me remove the enum and struct and we'll go with a class. So here you can see the protocol that we have is update profile and we are using the same protocol within class. So here in the output you can see call function from class. So now the extension will help us to, or it allows, like extension will allow us to add functionality to a protocol, or we can use same protocol to like provide default implementation for methods and computed properties. So let's create extension proto extensions and extension will create for the protocol, and we are overwriting the here we are providing the default implementation. So we'll use same function here, function, and we'll add here update profile call function from extension, and here now you can see we have we are using the protocols for the class, but here we are not getting any error to implement the protocol. So why the error is not getting here? Because of we have created extension for the profile protocol. So if I comment the extension, you can see here, you are able to see here like a error to implement the specific method. So here extension will allow us to implement the protocol methods. Also, if this is a default implementation, so we are not using the update profile method in our class, but it gives us like a default implementation there. So if we don't want that the default implementation, then we can override that one. So let's create the same function with an update profile from the class, and here I am using the print statement to check which function implementation is executing here. So you can see now called function from class is called. If we already written some default implementation for the specific protocol, then we can override that function implementation from our class. So this is an beauty of extension. So if we are able to override the same implementation from class, so we can do same thing in our enum and struct also. So this is an basic use of extension within protocol. So here two things you need to keep in mind, that extension is allowing us to provide the default implementation, and another thing, if we don't want that the default implementation, then we can override that implementation from our class. So that's all for this video. We'll see the remaining parts in the next video.